I think it's right around 11:45 a.m. on Saturday, September 6, 2025. I keep having technical issues in this unit. The Wi-Fi keeps cutting out for absolutely no reason. This is something that has just started to happen over the last 2.5 days, starting on Thursday afternoon when I got back from being out all day, and I couldn't use either of my devices in this unit, even though I was able to use both of those devices in the unit earlier that day when I left to do my work for that day. This is a Wi-Fi blocker because as soon as I step out of my door and walk 15 feet down the hallway, even before I get to the common bathroom, the Wi-Fi suddenly kicks in on both of these devices, meaning my phone and my laptop. So if that continues, I will be filing a police report about how a Wi-Fi blocker is being used in this unit all of a sudden over the last 2.5 days. However, this is my birthday weekend. Yesterday was an insanely busy day. I did not sleep for almost 22 hours because my alarm went off at 3:45 a.m. yesterday. And I did not finish my work for the day until past 1 a.m., which was now 1 a.m. Saturday morning. I turned 53 this weekend. It's not old. It's certainly not as old as I thought it would be when I was, 33, let's say. And a lot of the things that people say happen to you after you turn 50 haven't happened to me, at least, and not to my friends either. We all still pretty much look and feel and function as if we were 43 or 35. So that needs to be noted. I only got 7 hours of sleep this past night, maybe 6.5, and I kept waking up because it was very windy and a little chilly, and I kept thinking, I need to turn the AC off, but then I was too tired to do that. I should be wiped out. I had a 22-hour day yesterday. I was on my feet at 4:30 a.m. and did not get off my feet until 1 o'clock a.m., literally. My bones were hurting last night, definitely. I had quite a bit of coffee throughout the day, and I take absolutely no dairy supplements or calcium tablets, and I should, regardless of age, right? And in spite of the short night I had this past night and the very short night I had the night before, I woke up this morning and felt like nothing had happened. I feel great right now. I did not have coffee. I had 1 cup of Coke while sitting in bed. I just like to have a morning beverage, whether or not it has caffeine in it. Usually it does have caffeine because that definitely helps. But I didn't have any coffee for the first hour and a half that I was awake today, and I didn't need it. I did have a cup of coffee 20 minutes ago just to have coffee, but not because I needed it. The whole point is that if you're over 50, and now I'm 53, people keep telling you you're going to get tired, your body won't recover as quickly, this is happening, that is happening. No, it's not. I don't see that at all. And I woke up this morning feeling brand new, like nothing had happened yesterday. I was on my feet yesterday for 22 hours. There was a pretty important inspection from the Inspectional Services Department that took place in this unit yesterday morning at my request. There are bad conditions going on in here, and the landlord never responds to any concerns about code violations and deficiencies in their spaces that they're charging people money for. Therefore, you have to call ISD in order to get any kind of response from the landlord when it comes to repairs and addressing code violations. I send them emails, I leave them voicemails, they fail to respond. That itself is a violation of the law. Landlords have 14 days to respond to notices of bad conditions from tenants or other types of concerns. And when they don't respond, you can take them to court just for that, just for failing to respond. That's how stupid, ignorant, and low-lifey the Greenville Group are. Either they're so ignorant of the laws because they're crooked Russian criminal transnational organization that conducts crimes in different countries and have connections to drug cartels, as I've been informed, or they know the law and they don't care. They either don't know the law and they're running a business and don't know the laws of the business that they're running, or they do know the laws of the business that they're running, rather the laws that pertain to the business that they're running, and they choose to ignore them, thinking that nobody's going to take them to court. Nobody does, because they rent to a lot of low-life psycho pigs who spend their time whacking off, sitting alone in empty rooms, perving and creeping to a phone screen. And these lowlifes are never going to take the Greenville Group to court as long as the Greenville Group provides them with video footage of what other other tenants are doing in their bathrooms, and that's what's been happening to me. This is an extremely misogynistic, nearly all male sex offender criminal group, claim to be BLM activists, nearly all minority males. I think it's strange that the Greenville group keep claiming that, they're all about wokeness and diversity, but then there is absolutely no diversity whatsoever in their entire tenant population and in the people who they continue to choose to rent to or to house in this building. They don't house women. They don't house Asians. I've never seen a single Asian tenant in this entire building complex the entire 13 or 14 years that I've lived here. And I moved in here well before they started renting to sex offenders and psycho trash career thugs. I moved in here when there were mostly normal tenants. There was a number of graduate students from the Berklee College of Music living in this building complex, not just at 5 Union Ave, but across the street. And they'd be practicing their instruments every day. And you could hear them playing the flute or playing the trombone or practicing their trumpet during the day. They kicked those tenants out for some reason. They got rid of all the nursing students. There were also a lot of nursing students living in this building when I moved in. You could see them walking up and down the front stairs in their scrubs, going to work in the mornings, females, and they got rid of those. And now it's all like minority male sex offender psycho thugs who have some serious issues with women and then get defended by the Greenville group whenever you bring any concerns about these career criminals' behavior to the Greenville group. Mr. Alisiev in particular seems to have a very soft spot for sex offenders and defends them to the hilt, saying, oh, they're not bad people. They've made a few mistakes. They've paid their debt to society. They have the right to live here. They have the right to look at women and stand on the sidewalk and watch women walk by. Not really. Not when it affects the safety and well-being of women and children walking by on the sidewalk, who then have to squeeze past these psycho pervs who literally block the sidewalk in large numbers, as I have demonstrated in my videos that I've posted in the last few days. Anyway, the internet doesn't work in here, but I feel wonderful. I feel renewed, like as if God just waved a magic wand over my body while I was sleeping. Not that I think that really happened. It just feels that way. I have absolutely no fatigue, no joint pain. My bones were so stiff last night when I went to bed, I could barely move. Probably because too much coffee, not enough calcium. Coffee depletes your bones. That's a fact. And now I feel amazing. And it's such a beautiful, quiet morning. I'm really going to get a lot done today. I'm charging my laptop. Most of the work that I need to do today is on the laptop. And it's kind of funny how the laptop is not connecting to the Wi-Fi. But then as soon as I take the laptop down the hall, it connects to the Wi-Fi. So every 30 days, I pay for Xfinity Wi-Fi service in this unit. I've been doing this for years. I haven't had a problem with the Xfinity Wi-Fi service in this unit for 2 years now. The last time that the Wi-Fi in this unit cut out and my devices couldn't connect was probably in 2023, sometime in May, interestingly enough. That's when all the shithole fuckery starts happening in May for some reason. Right now, my laptop can't connect to Xfinity Wi-Fi, which is strange. I mean, the signal seems to be pretty strong. So why am I not getting any Wi-Fi service on my laptop? So it's not connecting, right? It says connecting. I mean, it's been connecting for an hour now. Still hasn't connected. Somebody's using a Wi-Fi blocker in this unit, and that just started happening 2.5 days ago, as I mentioned. So I'm in the common bathroom. Do you see those big green letters saying connected? Connected. That's because the Xfinity Wi-Fi that I pay money for every month is working in the bathroom. So why does it not work in my unit when I'm 30 feet down the hall from my unit? I mean, shouldn't the Wi-Fi that I pay money for, that obviously has a signal throughout the entire floor, work in my unit? Why does it suddenly not work when I enter my unit, right? Well, because whoever is doing this is using a Wi-Fi blocker, which is illegal. It's totally illegal to block Wi-Fi signal in someone's living space. And this is typical Greenville shithole fuckery maneuver to interfere with the delivery of utilities to this unit and in this unit and in this unit only. Yeah, you can't make this up. Look, connected, no internet. As soon as I step into my door, look at this. Connected, no internet. As soon as I step into my door, the Wi-Fi signal suddenly cuts out. So it means that there is a Wi-Fi signal. The device is not connecting, right? So let's try this again. Let's just get the date and the time. So right now, 12:12, and you have a strong Wi-Fi signal right there. It's just not connecting for some strange reason, but it connects down the hall in the common bathroom. Xfinity, strong, see, strong signal. All of a sudden, my computer isn't connecting. I literally just walked in the door.